Hello, everybody. It's another episode of Reincarnated as a podcaster. We're your hosts, the Ed Boy, the Bobby J, and the Forest. And today we're going to talk about film. We just watched a movie about the man, the myth, the legend.
Batman. The OG aura farmer.
Batman.
I just want to talk about the one scene when he's on an invisible plane. I just want to end it right there.
So this is Batman Ninja 2.
Was Batman versus the Yakuza.
Yeah, versus the Yakuza League.
Yeah. Very interesting because we watched the first movie.
You guys did.
I ain't watch it.
No, we all watched it.
I ain't watch
We
it.
We
all
watched
watched
it at this house.
I never seen it.
I don't remember seeing
We
this
watched
movie.
it because it was bad.
I've never seen it, bro.
We have.
I have no recollection of this.
Yes, because it was bad. That's the point.
I have no recollection of
Never
this.
seen it. You sure it was here?
I'm pretty sure we did a video on it.
Nah, dude.
Don't even. Nah.
But it's an immediate sequel to the first one.
Because I remember the first one so little. Because I remember the Joker was in it.
Yes.
I remember the art style looked interesting, and then that's about it. It was the Joker trying to fight the Batman
In feudal Japan.
Feudal Japan.
Was
That's
there
all
mechs?
I remember. Yeah, well, kinda. They would they had like floats that they would fight in, and they would
okay.
transform.
Oh, interesting. Huh. Never mind.
But I remember watching it here. I swear we did.
Nah. You tripping, Forrest.
You tripping, bro.
You tripping, my man.
I know we watched it because it was like, we got something shitty to watch. Perfect.
Came out in 2018.
Yeah.
Nah. Well, anyway.
Well, we watched the second one either way.
Watch this movie. It's an immediate sequel to the first one. Weird time.
I don't even know if it's
shenanigans.
immediate. I think there's time between it.
No, because at the beginning of this movie, like what's his name? Damian Wayne has like the hairdo.
No.
He wakes up and he's like, I don't have the hairdo anymore because they immediately came back.
What's going on?
Yeah, they immediately came back from the events of the first movie, and it just kicks into these next events where the main thing that caused the last movie is doing its thing again. And now there's a floating Japan in the sky that's ruled by Yakuza.
Well, Japan doesn't exist in this world, but it exists in this other dimension.
Yes.
Something like that.
Because we're not on Earth, we're on DC Earth.
Yeah.
And then real Earth comes down with all the fake Yakuza.
And then, all your favorite superheroes are bad. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, they're all Yakuza versions of themselves. They've been Japanified.
That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, and it's great.
They look badass, though.
They look badass as shit. And obviously hijinks ensue. Batman versus the Justice League. Except they're now the Yakuza League.
I will say, I like this one way better. I like the designs of all the Justice League as feudal Japan people.
Yeah.
If you want to watch this, the original is in Japanese. We accidentally watched the English version.
Yeah.
It was fine.
It was fine. I mean, the
voice
I
acting.
think the fact that it is Batman.
Helps.
There's the disconnect in my head because every time I see Batman, I think like Kevin Conroy's voice or whatever.
Also, it's not like anime style.
No,
it's more like a weird mix of cartoon /
Well, I was a very big fan of how they animated the character design.
It's like
this
3D
movie.
in a sketchy style.
Yeah.
It
I
was
wonder how they did it.
Japanified.
But I like the first characters coming in. Who was the first? Was it Flash or was it
The bad guys?
It was Green Lantern.
Green Lantern?
It was the Flash.
No.
No, yeah, you're right.
It's Green Lantern
And then
Aquaman, and then the Flash goes down, and you see the Flash. Yeah,
He
and
does,
then
his
Wonder
wrecking
Woman.
ball stuff where he just runs.
And eventually you see Yakuza Superman.
Yeah. I will say I really liked the design for Green Lantern. I loved her.
Oh, yeah.
I was
She's great.
she was my favorite of the cast.
All of them were pretty good. I think the least good was Flash.
Because it was just Flash with a
fucking
hat.
Yeah.
and
And a cape.
straw. Yeah. But the Superman was pretty dope.
Superman
I like
was great.
Superman. I hate Superman. I hate Superman
As a character.
Yeah.
The Green Lantern was dope.
Green Lantern's my favorite.
I did
Harley
like
Quinn, I really
Aquaman
Wonder Woman was
yeah.
very
But
nice.
the Harley Quinn was great
Harley
too.
Quinn, I love Harley Quinn though.
Also,
know,
the
the Joker
the
was
Liquid
really
Joker's
dope, yeah.
great. Well, both of them because they both have like the stereotypical
Joker with the pompadour. Was,
yeah,
was dope.
1960s.
He looked like that in the
delinquent.
first movie.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
I don't remember the first movie.
Never seen it.
Anyway,
But overall, it's a very fun time. It's pretty funny. Obviously, it's one of those things that it's not some highbrow anything story. It's just meant to be extremely ridiculous and fun.
I was pleasantly surprised.
And it is
Yeah.
all those things, and it's great. And it is a blast of a time.
because even the Robins were pretty funny.
Yeah.
We had 5.
Science jutsu or whatever.
Oh,
Science
my-
technique.
Science technique. Vending machine.
That shit was so
In
funny.
Japanese, it probably is jutsu.
Science no jutsu.
Yeah.
Vending machine technique.
But it's ridiculous and it's fun.
I think that's the best part. Like the first part with them trying to fight off all the bad versions of them, I thought was really fun. But when they were like, we got to capture them, and they're doing all these dumb jutsus, you're like, this is what I'm here for.
Obviously, you know, because we talked about the story while we were watching it, right? The callback to Tower of Babel, right? The idea of Batman having means to take out all the Justice League is used here in a very ridiculous way.
Yep.
But it's fun. It's fun to see that in this medium.
Yeah. And I think it was done in a good, goofy way
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it wasn't like too serious or too funny, where I think it skirted the line all the way down.
Yeah.
Because there are certain parts where, you know, you have over the top stuff where it's like Wonder Woman versus
Yes.
Aquaman, where it's, you know, he's riding koi fish. And
Yeah.
it's like dumb
That
stuff like
shit was
that.
dope.
Yeah. But then you also have like the serious parts where Wonder Woman's like, Superman sees like the better version of him, and you know he becomes serious, and you're like, oh, this is good too. So I think this shit movie is just like, if you want a good time but also have a serious characters, you get both.
Well, I mean, because it's very true to like the DC characters in their way, right? And that I think that's always the best part of something like this. There is no cynicism to itself. There's meta commentary in the idea that, oh, you know these characters, but it's self-referential joking, right? It never pulls you out of it. At least their jokes to themselves. Obviously, like the anime jokes are there for funny because that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
But like the way the characters interact with the world is very genuine.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, you're like reading a DC comic.
I think the most memorable for like that would be the fight scene with Superman and Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah.
Where Harley Quinn's just like, what am I supposed to do? Just throwing like, you know,
Like plushies or some shit.
He's like, I can't fight this guy. He's like, you'll be fine.
What was Eddie saying last night? The DC power scale is bullshit.
Oh yeah,
Because the DC power scale is bullshit.
Well, you have Superman. Then you have Water Superman. You have Female Superman.
Yeah, and then you have Harley Quinn, who goes toe to toe with Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. Like Green Lantern, sure, it's not the strongest.
Yeah.
But you have Harley Quinn, where she's just probably pain tolerant. I would argue at the most of her power is. And that's it.
I like her spring shoes.
Yeah.
Bling bling.
Yeah.
Stop boinging around.
But this is a blast.
Oh yeah.
All in all.
Because I remember the first movie being quite mid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was like, because we were talking over the first maybe 5 minutes. And that's why, like, you remember more of what happened, because I'm just like, I don't know how it started. I just know how we got here. But I'm just like, the first movie was so boring, and I was just like, yeah, we can just talk. And then it really got into the better stuff once they added everybody into it.
And then obviously, like, having the Bat family there and their interactions with each other is very fun.
Oh, yeah.
You have all the Robins.
All of them. Yeah, all of them.
You even have Alfred, and you have, what's his name? The detective.
Yeah, Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah,
at the beginning and stuff.
And it's nice that you can still see some of those in this movie, for even if it's
You
a
got
brief
Best
moment.
Grandpa as the bad guy.
Yeah, Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, yeah. I always forgot. When you guys were talking about it, I'm like, oh, yeah, that is him. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Some just detective asshole, right? But, no, I think the character designs helped a lot in this movie compared to the first one, too, for me.
Yeah.
I think, because the first one just had the Joker, Might have had Penguin.
Well, no, because Catwoman's in there too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But what's interesting in the last one, just because I don't remember the last one fully, that's the first one, yeah.
Yeah, what a shame.
Yeah. Like the device that's used is made by Gorilla Grodd.
Okay.
So you've seen it.
No, it's in the opening sequence of the movie.
See, he's seen it. I told you we've seen this
It's in the
movie.
opening sequence of this movie, and Batman mentions it. That Ra's al Ghul took this device that Gorilla Grodd made, and he perfected it. That's why I thought you didn't
Thank
pay
God.
attention to the
See,
fucking movie.
I'm not crazy, Bob. We've seen
No,
it.
we have not seen this movie. I have not seen this movie. I just pay attention to the movie that's in front of me.
That's a lie.
All right, I needed subtitles, bro.
But yeah, so I mean, the other one obviously had other people and who knows what else, and also the beginning sequence, the very James Bondy title sequence.
Oh, I forgot about the James Bond opening.
Right.
Is all scenes from the first film.
Yeah,
I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
You know what I
don't
like?
remember.
A little like cameo or like tribute to those like tokusatsu sentai.
You mean the Messenger opening that they did?
Yeah.
Yes.
In a Batman
So
style.
good.
That's
So good.
I think that's what this movie shined though. They're
Or,
just like when what's her Wonder Woman
Singing the City
Uh,
Pop song.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think this movie was like, you know what, we're just gonna have fun the whole time.
Yeah.
I think that's what helped. Like, I think it's still rated like a 6, 7.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, what you expect from this type of movie.
No, of course, of course.
But I think for someone that, it's not very high.
Yeah.
I think someone like us, though, where we like the comedy, we know we know a good chunk of most of
references
DC
and
stuff, where I think it just helps shine all their funny characteristics.
Oh, it's a 6.2.
Yeah.
Closest.
And it makes sense. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not a very like heavy thinking film, and it doesn't try to be.
No.
Right? It doesn't pretend to be. And I part of me kind of hates the idea of shutting your brain off and watching something. But even if you don't, it all follows its own internal rules, right? It's very consistent throughout, tone and just like content wise, and it just makes it fun. It like that consistency makes it fun.
Yeah.
All the way throughout.
So you're saying this is as good as Reels on Instagram? Shut your brain off. You're like,
No.
I hate this.
No, it's different. It's different.
It doesn't take itself too seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just that phone
Because the thing I hate, because most people are like, oh, you know, when you call a movie bad, they're like, oh, just shut your brain off and watch it, right? I feel like it's a horrible defense for a lot of those movies in general.
Yeah.
But in this one, even if it is just like kind of just fun entertainment, there's nothing inherently, I don't think, bad writing wise for what it is, right? It's very internally consistent.
The only things I thought were bad were, I think a lot of the characters had too short of run times.
Yeah,
Like Aquaman
yeah.
just felt like he was there to be there.
Yeah.
Like he didn't do anything in my mind.
No, of course.
Same thing with Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Those
Flash. Well, I think
Flash had some things that
they
were.
kind of explained that they were like their weaker versions, I
Yeah.
guess, because
Well,
of how they
Well,
grew up.
it's just versions of them that haven't gone through all the shit.
Yeah, they haven't
That the
realized
normal
that they can
versions, yeah.
save the world by running fast.
just like how Russell Gould was just like, dude, I did this universe. I said, what if?
Yeah, like, what if I did this?
What if Superman landed in Japan instead?
And was raised by Yakuza.
That's a good one.
Aquaman was born in a lake.
Or like, what if we made lake people? And that's where he comes from.
Yeah.
But they don't, obviously, you know, they don't have like the same, they've only fought Yakuza, right?
Yeah.
It's not the same thing of them fighting things like Brainiac and fucking.
What if the Amazonians were in an island in this lake?
Full of women.
Full of women.
Well, that's normal, right?
I
But
know. The way you said it was so stupid, though.
yeah, but it's funny to me and it's just fun.
Oh, yeah. I would say if you're a DC fan, it's definitely a watch.
I think this movie has the best animated Batman versus Superman fight.
I would argue it has
Probably.
the best Batman versus Superman
Is there
fight.
is there a Dark Knight Returns like animated film?
I don't know. Maybe.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
But No, I do agree. I think there's a lot of good fight scenes out of this.
Oh, is that when he's old and he fights Superman?
Yeah, that's why.
There is.
Yeah, okay, because
I have seen it.
that is like the OG
Yeah.
Batman v Superman.
This one's better.
No,
Okay. Because I like the idea of stumping everyone using like mind powers because you got Flash where he's just running on a treadmill
That's
with
so funny.
then he gets
Vending machine.
then he gets vending machine. Then you get I keep forgetting her name. Green Lantern, where she gets
fighting a robot.
She gets fooled by a robot. Who Aquaman just gets bald.
He gets scienced.
Yeah, he gets scienced underwater.
I'd argue he had the worst of them all.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, like they're like killing him basically.
Exploded him.
Yeah, everybody else is like, you fucked up.
She was like, when did you come out of the suit? He was like, I was never in it.
Never in the suit.
Damn. I think Wonder Woman was pretty good in this.
Yes.
I love her rendition of the shield. It's just the fucking
the umbrella.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. She still had the gauntlets.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like when she would just like roll one like sleeve over her shoulder. I'm like, why? I like it. Whatever.
The tattoos made everything better on everybody.
Dude, Yakuza tattooed Superman.
That looks so bad.
I thought the Yakuza Aquaman was pretty good.
That was really dope too.
I didn't like him when he became good though, because he had like the orange.
Yeah,
so it kind of looked weird, like a mix.
Yeah.
So
I did like his alright.
I was like, I've seen this. I've seen this. I'm trying to think what else was
They were all auto farming. Superman was auto farming.
Superman was auto farming during the whole fucking movie. He was
Batman was just like, ooh, that scene on top of the plane.
Yeah.
Invisible plane.
To me, it would have been so much better if we just didn't see the plane. Because he's doing this
Flying towards.
I'm gonna look like Piccolo, bro.
Yeah. Well, I pictured like he had like flying boots or something, and he's just there like, bring it on, man. 1v1. You're like, holy shit.
The fucking kryptonite brass knuckles that he has.
Great.
I just love that line where he's like, you're not as strong as the Superman I know.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Oh,
I
that
do love
whole speech was great.
The Batman just bringing down Superman. He's like, oh, now you're human. This is what it feels like. It's just beating him, and then just throws the rock to loosen the light. He's like, you fucked up now. He's like, I was ready to do this. Punches him. I'm like, damn, get fucked, dude.
Oh, I like that scene where he like remembers his past lives or
Uh-huh.
whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is what you could be, bro. And he's like, what?
And Superman's just like T-posing.
Yeah, he was. He was aura farming, bro. With big ass feet.
With no shoes.
He got yaoi feet.
No shoes. I didn't understand that part. God. But I do like, the ending where it's like they have this fourth dimensional thing. They're trying to crash the two worlds together. And he's like, good luck touching it. And they're like, if we just use our powers together.
The whole thing is very Saturday morning cartoon version of all of this.
I think my favorite, though, is like when Harley Quinn shows up and she's like, I can help you guys. He's like,
Boy, you gotta be nice and I won't leave.
Just my thought of that, she's like, either he's nice or we all die. That's her thought process. I'm just like, that's fair.
I like the little Joker cameo. He just came to save Batman. And then he just
disappears for the
He's like,
rest of
I'm the one that's supposed to kill you. I'll fight you later.
Yep, dude.
It's like, damn, he knows what he's up to. But I think the ending was pretty fun. After like the building doesn't get collapsed.
I do like the idea also of Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn being friends.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah. It was just funny to me.
Was it the
Yeah.
the heart?
Dude, I love that.
Sassy. I was like, oh man, I didn't expect these two to be friends. But
it's great. It's a really fun time.
like, they say it's a 6 on websites. I think it's like
my heart is a solid 9.
I was gonna say
Maybe
like
a 10.
Like an 8, but
I was gonna split between both the 8.5. I could see a 9. I could see an 8.
yeah.
I think there's a few issues, but nothing crazy.
I would watch it again.
We could watch the first one again too, since we've already seen
that's
it.
right. That's right. Yeah. Just like makes sense, you know. I've never seen it.
But I had super fun with it as a DC anime lover.
So if you have seen the first one, this one's way better.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you've never seen the first one, you can still
watch this, and it's all good.
And it kind of makes sense.
I think if you're an anime fan and you know DC, this is a perfect movie.
Oh yeah,
if you're a huge DC fan that doesn't like anime, I can see the 6.
Yeah, I can see the 6.
Like,
if you're like a DC purist,
yeah, and you don't know anime because you think the ninjutsu science stuff is stupid.
That shit is funny.
All the random singing and random old.
Dude, my favorite
all
part
the Japanisms
is where they have this fucking giant minigun and they put Yakuza in the fucking hole, shooting it at the sky,
being loaded by the Flash.
Yeah, that was so funny.
That's great.
10 out of 10 movie.
10 out of 10 movie. What happened to Ra's al Ghul? I don't know. He just disappeared.
No matter.
He just peaced
He'll
out.
be back for the 3rd one.
Let's go.
We'll watch the 4th one together though.
Oh, is it gonna be Bat Ninja versus Kaijus?
That'd be cool.
Versus Godzilla. There is that. Did you? This is a side. Did you see that crossover comic?
No.
Where Godzilla invades the DC universe?
What the
Or
fuck?
all the kaiju invades the DC universe?
So Superman just solo all of them?
It's like it's Godzilla versus Superman. It's
Shit,
wild.
shit.
It's fucking wild. It's a wild comic.
Superman just flies straight through his mouth and hands.
Wild.
You think Superman can survive one Godzilla atomic blast?
I mean, he does.
Oh,
Who would win in a fight if we're gonna be serious? Superman or Goku?
Oh, it's this.
It's obvious question.
According to which universe's rules?
Yes. I think if it's Superman versus Goku, but they're in the Marvel universe.
No. You gotta modernize it. It's Superman versus Gojo.
Oh yeah.
Wait, better. Superman versus Sung Jin Woo.
Who would win?
You choose. You decide.
Tell us who would win in these fights. I'd like to know. Well, I don't really got much more to say on this.
You should watch it. It's on, what the fuck is it?
Max.
The Max, yeah.
Or these other websites.
Other websites, you know.
Off the boat we go.
Exactly. Watch the movie. If you've seen the movie, tell us what you think. If you hated it, tell us why. If you loved it, join the club. And until next time, peace.